Okay, what is my bitrate doing and why is it doing that? It better not be a pain. I want to play The Sims 2. I just need to get it all set up. Okay, I wanted to kind of test that blip in my bitrate to make sure that it wasn't going to be like a over and over again kind of thing. But I think I have everything pretty much primed. Hopefully. It was so loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Not too much, just like a little bit. And I think I have all my settings worked out from earlier. My plan is to play kind of like rotationally. Hopefully it won't be, the menu might be this small all the time, but hopefully the actual like gameplay part won't be that small. I experimented with the size a little bit in different ways, and this is kind of what settled. But I'm gonna hop into Pleasant View. Might turn it up just a little bit. This volume doesn't seem too bad, right? I'm still plenty louder than the music. Hopefully. I'm gonna start in Pleasant View. I've experimented on and off with reading out loud on my channel. There's a part of me that wants to do it, there's a part of me that doesn't. I think for today I'll do it, but I might not always do it. So the neighborhood description for Pleasant View says, a lot has happened in 25 years, but some new faces in town are stirring up rivalries and creating tension for the once happy families. Can anything be done to get the neighborhood feeling good again? And basically, The Sims 2 takes place after the first Sims installment, because there's kind of like a loose timeline between The Sims 1 and 3. And there's also like a little bit of like fan lore for why The Sims 4 is not on the like main timeline. And I kind of enjoy it, but I don't want to spoil too much. I'm gonna load up Pleasant View. We're gonna jump in, and I think there's allegedly like a way that it's intended for you to play certain things in order. I don't love how behind my stream is. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I think. I am gonna kind of play in order, but not super intense in order. Hi Nate, welcome in. We're playing The Sims 2 today. How did the game submission go? I don't know if I love the way my game looks like this. Oh, that's good. It looked really cool, the segment that I saw last night. I kind of had to hop off before I could see how it turned out fully. But I'm glad that it went well. Might have to edit some of my game settings as I get in here. Oh, that's too much reading. I read the neighborhood, but I think I'm gonna give my understanding overview of the individual households in Pleasant View. So we have the Goth household. I wonder if I should write down the order in case I forget. I think I will. Let me grab something. I feel like maybe the music is still a little too loud. I'm gonna turn it down while I'm talking a lot, and then when we get into the game a little bit more, I will turn it back up. Yeah, these are like the pre-made families in The Sims. And they kind of started in the first Sims installment with like having lore in the game. I don't know why it's moving in the background. That's gonna drive me nuts. But they started out with a little bit of lore in the original installment, and then in The Sims 2 was when they really hit their like lore peak. Sims 2 and 3 have a lot of lore with the pre-made Sims. Let me grab something to write down the order of the households really quickly. So, yeah, I might change some settings. I don't love the way those rooftops are looking. It could just be where we're zoomed out, though. So we have, in Pleasant View, the Goth family. And the Goth family is one of the only families that existed in the original installment. There was the newbies, which was the tutorial family was the newbies. And then the other family that lived in neighborhood 1 was the Goths. And the Goths were just kind of themed, obviously, with like a gothic theme. Cassandra's dress I got distracted by because that's not what that dress looks like in the game. It's funny how there's stuff like that where you'll see something rendered in an image earlier on and it's not how it actually appears in the game. It's interesting. But basically, in The Sims 1, there was a couple. It was Mortimer and Bella, and then their daughter Cassandra, so the little boy didn't exist yet. Between the original installment and then when The Sims 2 starts here in Pleasant View, Bella, she and Mortimer had Alexander, which is the little boy, and Bella went missing. And she actually went missing off of the balcony of Cassandra's fiance's like condo. So there's a big mystery of the disappearance of Bella Goth. And then we have the Calientes that are sisters. And they moved into town right around when Bella went missing. And I think it says, and is their interest in Mortimer physical or fiscal? I don't think both of them are interested in Mortimer. I think the blonde here, and I can't remember which one is which. One of them's Dina, one of them's Nina. I want to say that the blonde is Dina. I usually get it wrong every time. But she's the one who's interested in Mortimer, and her red-haired sister is interested in who might be the next Don Lothario, who is Cassandra's fiance, and Bella went missing from like his condo. And I believe they are both interested in Don. I think one of them is like almost like his teenage years girlfriend. Like, they went to high school together, and that's where they met and became interested in each other. And then the other one's just her sister, and he knows her, and he's also interested in her, but he's kind of like a player. He's kind of interested in half the neighborhood, even his fiance's mom. And then there's a couple other families involved. Oh, I forgot to write down Lothario. So Brandy, canonically in the Sims universe, is the daughter of Bob and Betty Newby, who were the tutorial household in The Sims. My goals yesterday, I was trying to get to the point where they were going to have Brandy when I was playing, but I ran out of time. Brandy grew up and she married Skip Broke. And they had a couple of kids, but recently Skip passed away under also mysterious circumstances. And they're also, to give a little bit of extra history, one of the Caliente sisters was either engaged or married to Bella Goth's brother, Michael Batchelor. I don't remember which one. I fear it may be the one that's interested in Mortimer. And Brandy knew Michael Batchelor because he worked with Skip, her husband, and I think Michael Batchelor is also deceased at the beginning of the game. And then we have the Pleasants. And there's kind of interesting, in The Sims 3, we get the older generations of the Pleasants before this generation. Well, these two generations, rather. And a lot of their family history has to do with them being not so pleasant. And there's literally, one of them is named Not So, one word, Pleasant. So they have an interesting kind of like sort of facade on their life, where they have like this picture perfect life, but they're all really unhappy. And Angela is dating Dustin Broke, who is the oldest son of Brandy and Skip. And he's kind of a problem. It's kind of a problem. And then the last household is Dreamer. And Lilith, who is the more punk twin of the two Pleasant twins, is dating Dirk. I don't want to give spoilers. There's another thing I wanted to say about those two couples, but I don't want to give spoilers. And then Darren is friends with Cassandra. And I believe something happened to his wife, Darla. But I think it was like, I think she just passed away peacefully. There's a lot of mysteries in The Sims 2. There's a lot of people like dying under mysterious circumstances. So let me write down Broke. And then I got a text message. Nothing to do with this. Broke. Pleasant. And then Dreamer. There's also, there's a couple of families here in the family bin. Some of them come from other packs, but there's a particular there's the oldies, but I don't see any point in moving them in, to be totally honest. 'Cause they just don't really, let me see about some of these settings, because I'm not liking the way some of these houses are rendering. Ew, I don't want to put the oldies anywhere. Am I making them look worse? I feel like I'm making them look worse. Maybe it's just the map view that's like not driving with me, because I'm used to... What if we did medium? I don't think I'm improving anything. I'm gonna roll with it. Oh, it looks better when you zoom out. It's just when you're real zoomed in the map view. Okay, before we actually... Oh, families in the family bin. So I think... Let me actually amend my list a little bit, because there's a particular family I want to add to this neighborhood from the family bin, and it's the Burbs. Let me just make sure none of these other families say anything particular about moving into any specific... Yeah, it's mostly just the Burbs that I want to add into town. Just because it specifically says that they live in Pleasant View, but they don't live in Pleasant View. And I think that's a little bit intentional, because the idea is that you would move them in and then they would really be new in town. So let me write Pleasant View. I don't think the Burbs have any... There's a particular feature called scripted events. And basically what it is that they're programmed for specific things to occur when you first play a household, to kind of introduce you to what's going on in their lives and influence, you know, the storytelling. And really make it like a storytelling game, versus the way The Sims 1 was really sandbox and just, you know, work at your career and buy objects and stuff. There were some like smaller goal type stuff in The Sims 1. There was different like features you could explore, but The Sims 2 was the first place where they really introduced like lifetime wants and aspirations, where you pick specific lifetime goals. And you can really, because like in The Sims 1, any sim could really do anything, and it was a little bit interchangeable the way that you would play with any sim. Like even the careers, when you reached level 10 of a particular career, you would go into level 1 of a different related career, and there's like a chart of the way the careers just kind of go in this circular like promotion cycle. And there's still a lot of features that I didn't explore yesterday, but I do think that The Sims 1 can get, not that it's not a fun game, it's just that if you're used to playing the later installments where you have those like really strong personality influences on a Sim's life, it can be a little bit too sandbox, a little bit too freeform, a little bit too aimless in a way. Although really all of the Sims installments are a little bit aimless. That's actually one thing why though The Sims 4 is one of my favorites, is because it balances the idea of like lore and lifetime goals and sort of the sense of accomplishment, with also really having a great replayability of anything, and also a single sim can do almost anything in the game. Like in The Sims 3, once you complete a lifetime wish, you don't get to work on another one, at least not by the game's metrics. Like the game won't let you work on another one and get the rewards for another one. Obviously you can do whatever you want in the game, but as far as like hitting game metrics and earning, I think they're called lifetime happiness points, you can only do that once. versus in like The Sims 2, you do get a lifetime, I think it's lifetime wish in The Sims 3, it's lifetime want in The Sims 2. Because there's a lot of features in The Sims 2. There's wants and fears, and wants are basically like the sort of smaller goals. And fears are like things a sim doesn't want to happen, and it'll make them increasingly more unhappy if their fears keep coming to life, essentially. In The Sims 2, you pick an aspiration, which is basically sort of the type of lifetime goal that you aim for as a sim. Like, there's 6 of them. There's pleasure, popularity, romance, knowledge, wealth. Pleasure, popularity, romance, knowledge, wealth. Family is the last one. I don't know why I forgot family. But then the lifetime want, which is like the lifetime goal that a sim has, is randomized based on whichever of those 6 aspirations your sim has. And once you complete one, it just rolls you another one. So you could do more, you could pretty much do all of them on a single sim if you time it right and use your lifetime happiness rewards, right? And The Sims 4 is kind of the same, where you can do as many of the aspirations as you want. I have noticed that in The Sims 4, there's a little bit of, there are some things that will progress lock you, but it's more like they will not forward progress lock you. They will not let you go back and do something that you've achieved higher than. So like if you've chosen the mixology branch of the culinary career and then you decide to quit and try to go back and choose the chef branch, you won't be able to, because when you get hired, you'll get hired into that minimum mixology level. I don't know why I decided to spout all that off. Just trying to write down The Sims. But it's a lot, the game's a lot of fun. And really, I thought The Sims was going to be the main thing that I played on my channel when I started streaming and doing YouTube videos. But somehow, I think because I started all of my MMOs in that first October, and then I was really sucked into those. And by the time I started The Sims, I had so much to do in the MMOs on like a semi-daily basis, sort of. And it just kind of, and then, you know, I caught the legendary servers on Lotro, and since then, Lotro's probably been like the main game on my channel and probably will continue to be. But I'm really excited to get to play The Sims 2, because The Sims 2 was kind of my jam. Well, really, The Sims 3 was kind of my jam. At least for the PC versions of the game. But I also have, and I still to this day have, I have The Sims 2 Pets on Wii, and I have The Sims 2 on DS, and those games, I've played them through so many, well, I've played through the Sims 2 DS, because that one actually has like a start to finish kind of storyline, whereas The Sims 2 Pets is a little bit more like that sandbox kind of thing. But The Sims 2 Pets was cool because you could control, like you could control the sim, like rather than point and click, you could almost like walk around as them. It was really cool. So we're going broke, goth, caliente, Lothario. No, we're going Burb, goth, caliente, Lothario, broke, pleasant, dreamer. But before I put the burbs in the neighborhood, I want to add some of the subworlds. So we have some vacation destinations that came with The Sims 2 Bon Voyage. Sometimes those like traveling packs have been my favorite ones. The Sims 3 World Adventures is arguably my favorite pack of all time. And I really enjoy like the Sims 4 Jungle Adventure. Okay, we don't need to replay this cutscene every time. So we added the vacation destinations, and I believe those are not residential. So nobody lives there. We're gonna add Blue Water Village. And I am gonna add the sub neighborhoods to all of my neighborhoods. But I think I'm only gonna play the families in there in one of them. I might even like evict them in the other neighborhoods because I mostly just want the businesses. Maybe I won't add them in all of them. But I do want the businesses. We'll see how it goes. Let me actually, you know what, head over there. I've immediately quit the reading. I will not be doing the reading. Thank you. Partially because the text is really small, and also because I've enjoyed just ad-libbing everything. So I don't know as much about the families in Blue Water Village. I mainly know the 3 base game worlds. But I'm gonna try to kind of give kind of an insight into some of these families too. So I'm gonna write down Blue Water Village as the second neighborhood. And I think in the other towns, what I might do is kind of sort of replace these Sims and just write down what kind of business they own to try to encompass that in the other saves as well. So we have, I don't know what this family's household name is. Okay, but basically we have a family that has a toy shop, so I'm gonna write that down. But then their daughter wants to do so it's Wanda and Steven own the toy shop, and then their daughter Melody wants to do something else with her life. Not sure what. Probably something in the open for business pack things. So then we have the Jaquettes, which I always forget if that's mom and son. So the Jaquettes don't own a business yet. So we'll see as we get into their household what their interests are. And we have Malcolm Landgrab the Fourth. And in the other installments of The Sims, the Landgrabs, like in The Sims 3, the Landgrabs are one of the wealthiest families in the base game. And the idea is that they kind of almost own all of the commercial buildings in town. They don't really when you get into the game and start playing, but they could if you wanted them to. And in The Sims 2, this guy is allegedly like a satellite branch of the family, because he's not actually... There's a Malcolm Landgrab in The Sims 3 and The Sims 4. And in The Sims 3, he's a kid, and his parents are the Landgrabs that kind of own the whole town. And he's, like, nicer than his parents. His parents are kind of sus morally and he's like a good kid. And then in The Sims 4, his mom's like a criminal, and his mom is the land grab. His dad took the land grab name because it was so powerful in the Sims world. Because even back in like the Sims medieval, there's a particular family, land grab, with an extra E and I think an extra B. Or just an E in there. But basically the land grabs have this huge history in the world of the Sims. And he's kind of like a cousin. And he's very like, very money focused. And I think he owns a business. I don't remember what that business in town is. But if and when we play as him, I will check it out. So then we have the Ramirez household, and it seems like they own a furniture store. And they have a daughter that's in school. And it seems like Checo is really into his wife, but his wife seems like more focused on the business, just based on the picture. Doesn't say anything about that in the description, and I don't necessarily know that for sure because I don't really know this family very well. But sometimes the pictures are very indicative of, so like they might be trying to do a flower store as well, but she already has a flower store. I don't know what all kinds of stores you can run in The Sims 2 Open for Business. I've never actually run a store. I don't know how much I'll enjoy it, because sometimes like in The Sims 4, I don't really love the retail system. I like doing a bakery if I'm gonna explore, get to work, and the retail shop. I kind of hate the restaurant system in The Sims 4, and in The Sims 3, I'll do the base game real estate type stuff, but there's like a particular store item that lets you open like a retail business, and I have no idea how that system works in The Sims 3. But we have one more family in Blue Water Village, and it's Della Rosa, and she has a flower shop, but it seems like she also cooks. So maybe there's also bakeries. I don't know for sure. There is a bakery here. Interesting. Because these indicate, I think, that they're for sale. But that's the Ramirez's furniture store. Is that all? That's all the gym. Papaya regime. I don't know how much of these are actual, like, family-owned businesses. Because neither of the... Neither of the toy stores are labeled with that simoleon up top. I don't know. But I'm gonna add the downtown area now. The downtown does not have any families in it. It just has houses that like younger Sims could move into. I guess some families could also live downtown. I might put some of the apartments downtown, but I'm gonna wait to do that after we play in the apartments world, because I want to make sure I'm not putting down any of the same apartments. Oh, that pig blimp got loose. But yeah, the downtown doesn't have any families. We can wait to check it out. And then I'm gonna add, there's a part of me that wants to add all 3 universities to all of the worlds. And there's also a part of me, because there's 3 universities kind of sort of themed off of the 3 base game worlds. And I can't decide if I want to put just the one that's assigned to each one, or if I want to put all 3 in all 3. Because we also run into a little bit of the same issue where the universities have like some pre-made sims. And I think what I might want to do is also in the other worlds evict those sims, except for the sororities and fraternities. What I'm going to do with those is just leave them alone until and unless I have a sim that joins the sorority and fraternities, because I want to make sure there's always some sims in those households. Okay. I'm gonna add all of them because I want my Sims to have options of where they attend. Ooh, actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I do want to assign them, at least for the 3 base game worlds. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to assign them each 1, 1, 1 to the 3 base game worlds, and then I'll put all 3 in the other worlds because I feel like those other worlds don't necessarily line up with them 100%. And then that way, what we'll do is we'll play the households in each of the base game worlds. So like, I'm adding Sim State University to Pleasant View, and that's where I'll play the Sim State University households that are in the neighborhood story. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to stick with the decision I made. So there's 3 households in the Sim State University sub-neighborhood. 2 of them are the fraternity and then the sorority, and then one of them is this collection of 3 roommates that just moved out of the like campus life living. And that's kind of all I know about them. Oh, I just realized I can go look at the household names in Blue Water Village, which I should do before I go back to the main world. There they are. It's interesting that I can't see the Sims individual info. There we go. So we have Martin Rubin, Jane Stacks, and Allegra Gorey. They have knowledge, and then Jane has family as her aspiration, so that's interesting. So I'm gonna write down bright. I need to go see what the toy store family's name is. I don't think it's Tinker, but there's some possibility, not possibility. What's wrong with me? Also, I want to see if there's a family in here that said something about a business. Culinary Delights. So he wants to cook. His last name's literally Cook. Geek family. So he looks like he's designed to own businesses. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to add any other families except for the Burbs from the family bin, but I do want to see... Oh, I also want to... Okay, this will be one good thing, too, is I can have some of the Sims go to college at the same time and maybe live in the dorms together, so that if they have, like, relationships going on, I can keep them going on. Let me find that household that owns the toy store. I think it is Tinker. There we are. So Melody wants to do knowledge, but I don't know. I don't know what other information about her. So let's go. Let me actually briefly take a trip to the college neighborhood again to see if there are any Sims in the Sim bin that I want to put in this college specifically. Oh, you know what? These Sims are designed specifically for this college, so I think I will add them. And I guess I'll just go... Maybe what I'll do is I'll just play them before, right? I'll go freshman. I'll write down Sim bin, just in case I don't get to it today. Freshman, Phoenix, Swain. Ouch. And then Bright. So let me go back out to the main part of Pleasant View. I have to think about where I want the Burbs to live. They have 21,000 simoleons. That's the Goth's household. That's like a pool, and that's the park. Food, reading, entertainment, local boutique. I think I might move them into this house that's across from the park, because I don't really want to put them in any of the condos, because that feels more like roommates, single sims, not so much families. And then I also don't really want to put them over by the Brokes, because this is kind of like the base game version of the trailer park. There's actually a trailer park in the apartments. Or there's supposed to be. There it is. And it's actually kind of really cute. There's like a red one, and they've got some cool... Oh, I could put them there. I don't think I'm going to add any apartments to the game until I see which ones are actually in Belladonna Cove, which is the Sims 2 apartments like world area. So let me take a second. Get something set up before I jump in with the Burbs. I do know where I'm going to move them in. That took me a little longer to kind of plan everything out than I thought, but I really want to stick with this for like a long time. So I want to get it, because like yesterday with The Sims, my thoughts were that I would stick with it for a long time. But I started to get this kind of almost like immediate fatigue from the game. Where I was like, okay, I know how everything works. I've explored everything. Not everything. There's a lot of features I didn't explore yesterday. There's a whole magic town. There's a whole fame system. But I know how all of those work from years of knowing about the game. I've just never experienced it. And I think I kind of got the gist of it yesterday. Versus with The Sims 2, I've never been able to really commit to like playing the pre-made families and doing rotational play and carrying storytelling through the world. And I really kind of want to stick with that and do that and have it be like a series here on the channel. So I want to make sure I get it really set up. Excited to jump in. I just need to do the tiniest bit of research. I want to find out what business is. The bakery. They own the bakery. I didn't think they owned anything. Where's my pencil? It is. Why did I put it over there? Goodness gracious. They own the bakery. And then let me see Blue Water Village. I want to see Land Grab family. I also want to know what Melody wants to do with her life. Kind of. No, I want. He owns. He owns Club Dante plus the Electronics Super Center. Okay. Good to know. And I'll let the ads go and then I'll jump in. Okay, that took a little bit longer than I meant it to, but all prepped to move into. I hope that house has 2 bedrooms. And they all shuffle inside. Okay. Oh, we have a little bit of tutorial here. So our Sims have aspirations, unlock new rewards, basic needs. Maybe I won't do game tips. Okay. So this is something important to start with here. When you load into any household, any sim, you want to this house is kind of small. That's okay though. You want to make sure that you go into the rewards, aspiration rewards, and you see this lifetime aspiration benefits, because you really, really need to get these slower need decay benefits. Sims 2, like, their needs go down so fast. They go down so fast. Even with these little boosts. And it's just insane to try to keep up with their needs. So you want to make sure you get as much of an edge as possible. That's why I'm going to start going into his, because there are 4 sort of categories of the benefits. There's the needs ones, which is all of the needs. It encompasses social and comfort, bladder and hygiene, fun and hunger, and energy. And then there's a work specific one, which is a good one to do if you have a lifetime want that is work related. And then there's the one for your primary aspiration, which is the one that you will choose and create a sim, or choose when your sim ages up. That'll be like the main one that their first lifetime want comes from, that all of their initial wants come from. And then at a certain point, if you have a lifetime aspiration benefit point, like kind of left over to do it, you can get a secondary aspiration. That one came with free time, I think. And you're basically able to not necessarily choose one. I don't think the secondary aspiration influences your lifetime want. I think your lifetime want will always be the primary one. But I think you can get some smaller wants. So he wants to reach the golden anniversary for his lifetime want, which he wants to make sure he remains married to Jennifer into the elder portion of their life. We don't have an extra bedroom, so I'm not going to give him that have a baby want. But there's a couple of different like bars here that track some of your like day to day and week to week goals and your achievements. So this is the aspiration meter, which shows you like how many wants you've done. Not exactly how many, because it's like it has different tiers. And it's not quite the same as mood in The Sims 3, because normally this would be the mood one in The Sims 3. But you basically have 2 bad tiers and 4 good ones. I don't know what happens if you get down into this lower bad tier. Probably bad stuff. but there's like a normal base good, and then there's really good, and then there's this third one that turns golden, and then this one turns platinum. And it's kind of hard to describe what it does exactly. The gold and the platinum help you use the aspiration rewards successfully. I'm going to save for that elixir of life. It's kind of the only one I'm really going to use. I'm going to throw those out too, because I don't need to change their stuff. She wants to become a okay, well, does this... I want to know what this does. For relief, provides complete reorganization of psyche. Let me see if this Renew You does the lifetime want. Renew You Porta Chug Sims 2. Okay, so it's only the turn-ons and turn-offs. I don't really want her to be a Hall of Famer. I don't think that fits her vibe, but let me check out like her biography and stuff. Oh, she does want to be that. She used to dream of being a soccer star, but now she's quite happy to focus on being fashionable and stylish instead. Let me see what her interests are. Culture, fashion, sports. I'm going to say that lifetime want is just sitting at the back of her head as what she always wanted before, but we're not going to do it. Does he have a job? He does not. And she also doesn't have a job. We're going to have to get him a job eventually. Let me see what his interests are, because that'll help me. In The Sims 2, they have like memories, so you can kind of see the life they lived before you start playing them. And it's kind of interesting sometimes. So you don't have a lifetime wish yet, because you're a child and your aspiration is just to grow up. Oh, but I never finished going over. Next to the aspiration meter is the lifetime aspiration meter, which is how you get those lifetime aspiration benefit points. Let me make sure I spend everybody's. I guess I want her to get this slower need decay. So Lucy only has 2 because she's a child. But basically, there are certain... There are certain things that feed into the lifetime aspiration meter, and one of the things is like keeping this meter up in the platinum, because as it drains from this meter, it adds a little bit to this meter when it's in the platinum section. And then there's the influence meter. I don't really use this one a whole lot. Basically, by making friends, you gain influence. And you can use the influence points to get other Sims to do things. Which I think if you were really, really trying to like if you had a particular story in mind and you want to make sure even Sims that you're not controlling do certain things, it's a great feature. And it's also kind of interesting to kind of use it as like a popularity feature or I mean, I guess the word is influence. So it kind of shows how much influence your sim has over the sims around them. But I don't really use it. So I'm thinking this house is a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. Because we do have... See, I got tricked because I thought it was a 2-story house. Just because of this part of it. So I'm thinking... of maybe putting like a dining table right here, even though the front door is right there. And then putting the living room kind of back here. I'm not the greatest interior designer when it comes to The Sims. Oh, before I start designing, I want to see a little bit about like Lucy's personality. I wanted to see his interests also. His interests are crime, entertainment, culture, fashion, food, health, travel, entertainment, environment. Oh, his entertainment is low, environment is higher. I'm just going to see what kind of job comes his way. I don't think I have a particular one in mind for him. Entertainment, health, fashion, and environment, sports. Nothing's really jumping out at me as like the thing. Turn the volume up a little bit. This could be kind of cute, and it kind of goes with the blueness of the room. And she's a little bit of a girly little sim. Okay, let me see what the window sitch in their room is like. I do think it would make sense. Oh, there's a door over there. I fear I may move this door. Oh no, there's another door over there. Let me think about this. I don't think I want that door back there because I think it takes away some of the room in their room. I also think I'm gonna get rid of that door. Because if there's only one bedroom anyway, then it doesn't need to be like a master suite kind of bathroom, you know? I want their bed to go up against that wall, but not necessarily. Also forgot that you can redesign. I can't see great is the thing. I don't know about that pattern. That's the one thing about the game being this like zoomed out. So I can't necessarily see the details as well. I think I like that for the bed. And then let me grab an armoire for their room because I know the armoire that goes with that bed. Ow. And then I want some mirrors. I really like this swirly mirror. I put it in like almost every household that I play in. And as far as floor length mirrors, that one's the one that I put in almost every house that I play in. But I can also do some slightly different stuff. Put this like wall mirror in her room. I want a little dresser for her too. Oh, we are swiftly running out of money, but that's okay. I want like a little princess dresser for her. They also have these like walk-in closets that you can build. But I don't know if that's necessarily in the cards for this household. Is there a pink swatch on that? There's a pink swatch on this. Kind of want a mirror for her room too. Oh, she already has that whole wall of mirrors. What am I talking about? I think what I want is like a toy box maybe. And then a desk. Everything's very pink. I don't know if that fits the vibe of the room. That kind of does. I kind of like that. I'm gonna leave the desk open for her to do homework at, but I think I might eventually put a computer on that desk and let the whole household use it. Do we not have a fridge? Okay, and then I want a dishwasher. I don't think I necessarily need to do a trash compactor. I think I need a bookshelf or anything else. Does it feel like the music's a little bit too loud again? I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I'm gonna put this kind of plain bookshelf. I wonder why there's that. Is that supposed to be like for a chimney? Like, what was the reason? Should I fill that room in? Because why is it there? It might give me a little more space out here. Also gave me a little more financial wiggle room. I would like to get like a cute bookshelf. I still think I'm gonna go dining table here, even with the front door right there, and living room back here. I just think that makes a little bit more sense than trying to put the living room right here and using that space for a dining area. I think that's all the money I'm gonna spend for right now, unless I should get some lighting. I don't think there's any lighting in this house. That's a problem. I might get rid of that. Nightstand so I can kind of like the idea of that being in there. We're gonna have 5 simoleons left. What if I put like a funky wall light in here? Like that's where the lamps are gonna go. Well, I don't love it, but we have some time to work on it. I'm thinking I'm gonna play each family for like a week. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Please don't crash. Please. Please let me fix it. Okay. Well, note to self, don't do that again. Goodness gracious. How did I mess this up this bad? I haven't saved any of that. All right. Before I do anything else, I'm going to save the lot. So I messed that up kind of egregiously. So I'm thinking I'm going to play each household for like a week. So you start on Monday at 8 a.m. That's going to be kind of tough to keep track of with the university. So I might need to get some kind of counter for the stream when we do university. Oh, she wants to get a job in the business career. So I think I'm going to save that want for her. She used to want to do soccer. Now she's into, what did it say? Like being trendy or something? Being fashionable and stylish. Fashionable and stylish businesswoman. Let me check something about what sort of careers are available. Because if there's like a fashion one, then I want her to do that instead. It doesn't seem like there is. Okay. Thinking business is good for her. I'm not going to mark have a baby because I don't really want to move them. Let me see what hers says. Little Lucy has a knack for getting into trouble, but she's so cute and friendly that most people never notice. Interesting. John Burb finally remembers the hours he used to spend weeding and watering his parents' garden. He hopes to continue the tradition. I think maybe I'll have him kind of start a garden then. I don't really want to like do any actual like gardening, but you can put like plants down. I wonder if maybe I should turn the music down. Okay, force 12-hour clock. That's maybe a little bit better. I feel like the music's like not turning down at all. Let me see about some outdoor plants, maybe. Those must place on water. What are you? Iris, prickly pears, marigolds, lilies, daisies, pansies, poppies, tulips. Okay. I want to do rose bushes. Okay, they're expensive, so I'm going to wait until she has some career under her belt before I start his garden. You don't have any homework on you yet because you haven't been to school yet. I think I'm going to have her stay in public school. Sometimes I'll put my sins in private school, but I think I'm going to have her stay in public school for now. I'm going to play Monday to Monday, 8 a.m. I know the seasons are going to get a little bit weird, but that's just going to be okay. So she's who I want to focus on. Oh, Mr. Humble's going to bring us a computer too. So I'm just going to let them... I don't like the way their voices are sounding. I'm going to switch back to stereo. Ew. Let me turn this down a little bit if that's what it's going to sound like. Oh, that's awful. I might need to install a mod to fix that. Everything. Is it just me or is that terrible? I hate that.
Oh.
I guess I'm just so used to playing on like super fast mode that I never noticed before. Education, athletic, medicine. Okay, I'm gonna open Mr. Humble's computer. And I'm gonna replace it with a more girly appropriate computer. I think there was something else I was gonna do. If I got a little extra money, I might try to get some nightstands and lamps in here. I like that. It doesn't break the bank either. Find a job. Education, entertainment, athletic, medicine, military. Okay, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow. But until then, they both want to obtain a pet. I need to turn the voices down even more because that's gonna bother me so much. What do I need to turn down the volume of that video game? Nothing, apparently. Nothing is... Oh, the audio quality was the issue. That's so weird. So some of our neighbors are here. I think I'm gonna have Jennifer greet everyone via Brandy. For the most part, I'm not really sure how to have everyone interact, just because the Burb's like only role in the world is to be new in town. I think the child's voice is just terrible. Maybe in the middle? I feel like... I think it's just the child's voice that's the problem for some reason. We'll get through it. We'll survive. So for the most part, I think I am going to kind of let Sims like interact naturally. Especially starting a new pre-made family. I don't super know everybody's interests, and it's all kind of based on their wants. And right now, his lifetime want is just kind of a waiting game. and her lifetime want is not going to happen, and Lucy doesn't have one yet. She will get one when she's a teen, and we can kind of start planning and working on it. I have a little bit more to go on in some of the other households because they have those scripted events when we get to them. Who's that? She's cute. Lindsay Louie. She's a townie. She's an apartments townie. I wonder what she's doing here. It'll be kind of fun as we get to the other worlds too, where we'll be able to like explore the way apartments work, because you kind of have a lot of neighbors, and it's interesting to be able to, it's one of the only ways in The Sims 2 that you can visit other Sims houses without leaving your lot. In fact, it is the only way. And it's the only time that Sims really share time between their different houses. Because in The Sims 2, when you travel to another lot, it resets the time. And that lot each moves on its own time. Whether it's Sims households or public lots. So while she's cooking, I'm going to transfer some of that stuff that I wrote down, because I realized that's going to be a really good way for me to keep track of some stuff. I gotta cross something out. Ooh, almost ripped out all of them. That wouldn't have been good. Okay. Yellow. 8.
Moran.
Is
Soon.
The Sims 2 rotational Oh, who is that? That's Jason Menon, who put away the leftovers. Sims 2 rotational It does sound like the child voice is the one that's the main problem. The adult voices are fine. So, we've got Pleasant View. And basically what I'm going to do with this tracker is just put a tick on each house that I play, so that I know wherever I left off in the rotation. Wow, what a great angle. I've realized that I don't need to know which Sims own which business in the other worlds. Because if I evict the Sims and delete them, the business will just exist, right? I can still go shop at those places, even if a family doesn't own it. At least I hope that's the case. I think when it comes to university, okay, Lucy's sleeping in the wrong bed. Why would you assume that the big bed would be for you? Kind of insane. I maybe didn't build this house. Darren, what was that? Oh, there's a dog out here at midnight. Now, we have to be careful about some dogs, and this might be a dog that we need to be careful about. No, because there's one kind of dog called the leader of the pack that'll turn Sims into werewolves. And I don't know how down I am to just have werewolves wandering around Pleasant View, to be totally honest. I didn't invite you to spend the night, Brandy. I just let you in. Hey, Darren, why don't you leave? Why don't you go home and shower, bud? Do I have a pen? Kind of regret doing Roman numerals because I only know them up to a certain point and then I completely lose track. That dog is asking for trouble. Leave me alone, bud. There's also some ambient barking that's like in the neighborhood that's not dogs on the lot. Just as a little forewarning, I didn't put that sticker in the right place, but that's okay. Okay, why don't we clean that up because she burned it. Okay, are you ever gonna go to bed? Okay, I'm gonna wait for the newspaper. Normally, like exactly at midnight, I would have had her check the computer, but instead we're gonna wait for the newspaper since she went to sleep. And I like to just kind of let Sims like take care of their own needs most of the time in The Sims 2, give or take, because otherwise they'll die. nice and peaceful. I'll speed through some of the nights, but I'm a wee bit distracted, and Sim sleeping is a great time for me to try to get my distractions out of the way. But I think also once we really pick up with Sim's goals, I'll be really locked in too. Okay, the child's awake. What are you gonna do? Oh, you want to get an A+ on your report card? We can do that. I think that just means get it up to the A+. I don't think that means like it has to be at an A+ when you become a teenager. What are you doing? Stuff and face. Hold on. Let's get these sandwiches out so that you can have something. I love that the kids hop up on a little stool. Is your school bus here yet? Okay, you come find a job. You woke up, you want to watch a movie, gain a skill point, flirt with Jennifer, be the best friends with Lucy. None of those are really giving me, like, hardcore goal. Jennifer likes the music and dance, but I think I'm still going to put her in business. But I'm going to need you to go somewhere else. Could start a home business, but I think I want her to have a job. Plus, that's also what she wants. Gamer, dance, architecture, criminal. She did. Was she the one that had a high interest in criminal? I think he has a high interest in criminal, but I don't really want him to work. It doesn't strike me as criminal career, moving out of the city, you know? Are you stink? Why are you stink? What are you doing? You're gonna serve cereal. Okay, what's the damage on our bills? Oh, he loves her so much. That's so sweet. They're such a cute family. Okay, $74. Not bad. Why don't you come put the leftovers away? And I guess we'll just wait for Lucy to get home, because nobody else really has a goal that we can complete right now. They're so cute. I really like them. I want to see how they interact. Oh. Oh. Somebody made a misstep and they ruined it. Y'all were having so much fun. What are you doing? He's got to write in his diary about that awful interaction he just had with his wife, who he loves so much. Has he discovered he has not discovered a hobby that he likes. She likes music and dance. I'm still gonna have her get the business career. I think that suits what she liked. She likes film and literature. I don't really want to like scroll through all the different hobbies and try to find the one that John likes, because I think he's gonna like gardening, but we need a few more simoleons to put his rose bushes out there. Jason, what the heck? That's another thing I kind of like about like The Sims and The Sims 2 is that your townies are definitive. And like the pets that come into your neighborhood, well, not the pets, the townies, yes. Like Jason Menon is always going to look like that no matter what save you're in. He's always going to act the same way. He's always going to have the same face, because he's a whole sim. He's a full sim. He's not like randomized in a weird way. I might turn up the audio a little bit more now that I know that the child voice is the only one that's like unpleasant. Lucy brought home a friend that I've never seen before. I don't know who this friend is. It's Laura Grunstrom. How do you already have a relationship with the Pleasants? Oh, you must be I forgot. I think that Mary Sue is oh, no. Jennifer is Daniel's sister. Okay. Why don't you know Daniel then? Oh, you do. So Daniel is... See, I knew there was a reason I wanted to add them, but I forgot what it was. And it's because Jennifer Burb was originally Jennifer Pleasant. So the Pleasants are related to the Burbs. Okay, you gotta do your homework. Where's your homework? Did you not? Oh, there's your homework. Okay. Let me see you get that A+. Do you need to have some fun before you can... I fear something is broken. Maybe not, though. Okay, so she likes film and literature, so I think I'm gonna have her read a book. So that she can have enough fun to do her homework. Did something happen? Did you get bit by a dog? No, you just stink. Oh, you got sprayed by a skunk. Absolutely horrible. Okay, I think she got enough. Don't go to sleep. Don't. Please do your homework. Alright. Can you go to bed so that she can go to bed and then do her homework? Wish there was a nap option in The Sims 2. Okay, reading a children's book is apparently not fun for her. I'm gonna have her sleep until like 5, 6 a.m. and then try to have her, I guess, read a different kind of book. How about we read like a mystery book? Okay. Now will you do your homework? No, apparently not. Well, I guess she's not going to do her homework. I think the homework stacks up. Like, she'll come put more homework on top of that one. Ooh, look at that storm. Oh, I meant to look at the jobs, but that's okay. Because all of the jobs that are available in the newspaper will be available on the computer. Got our business job. We need a little charisma skill. I don't really need to mark any of those. I'm gonna let her eat. And then I'm gonna work on her charisma skill. Who's that? Lisa Ramirez. Oh, that's Lisa Ramirez from Blue Water Village. Okay, there goes our charisma skill. Gonna mark the promotion. And I guess just let her keep working on the charisma skill today. Kind of wanting him to like do something, but I'm just, I guess, waiting to start his garden. I'm gonna build her charisma skill a lot because that'll help her make family friends. And that is a promotion requirement. Who is this child? Orlando Santowski? Yeah, she's got more homework that she's brought home. What's her beef? She's not having any fun. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can have her play The Sims 3 and gain fun really fast. Even though I would have liked for her. Yeah, I want her to, like, do well with her hobby. But her hobby doesn't build her. If we had a TV, she could watch movies and that would help. Oh, he tucked her in. That's so cute. Okay, now she's catching up on her needs. Something on fire? No, that light is red. Can I change the color of that? No. I can send everybody to bed and turn that light off. And she's gonna go to work at like, I think she leaves at 8. They both leave at 8, cause yeah. You get more for getting an A on a report card than for asking for homework help. Oh, puppy, chemo. Okay. Lucy's gonna age up soon. I think it is gonna behoove me to do the like whole week with a family, because doing like a day, or even just only a handful of days, I fear like by the time I circled back around, I wouldn't remember what any of my goals were or anything. Like, you wake up and do your homework. Oh no, you need to eat, and then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get her grades up very well. Except your mom is... How about we read drama? Since dramatic stuff is happening right now. Yeah, she's still gonna end up going to school in an hour. She has like days of homework stacked up. I don't think she's gonna do very well in school. I wonder if he can... Ooh, he can help her with homework even when she's not there, but I think that's like a little bit cheating. He's still not really rolling anything that I want to say, like, go like, yeah, work on that right now. So we have enough for the elixir of life, but I think maybe I shouldn't use that too much. I think I'm only really ever going to use that when I have Sims where they're going to become an elder before their children or even like young adults. Because I don't really want to get everybody's ages all unbalanced and stuff. Callista. I'm not going to say her last name. Felicia Sims, why aren't you at school? I do believe the cleaning skill also kind of goes with like the gardening skill. Let's grab some leftovers. Yeah, he hasn't really discovered which hobby he likes just yet. I really hope he likes like the nature one. But that have the cleaning would have suggested that. Well, kind of too bad, John. The game should have programmed you the way that your lore was assigned. Okay, Jennifer got promoted. I'm gonna mark this Far East vacation, but I'm gonna save it for another time. She doesn't need any friends. She doesn't need any charisma. You, I fear, need a lot of help. No, don't get a drink. Ooh, I feel like wash hands should be the one that's on top, but it never is. Yeah, I fear that she's not going to... Let me go mystery again. She's gonna grow up tomorrow at 6 p.m. I don't think she's gonna be able to get an A+ report card. At least not as a child. There's some chance she could do it as a teen. I don't know if that want will carry up, you know? Her stacks of child homework. You know, Jennifer, if you want to help. Let me see if I send Lucy to bed and then Jennifer works on her homework. Oh no, they just both went to bed. Okay. I mean, that works too. Hers is the energy bar I want to watch. She's going to age up tonight. I don't think I'm going to do much. I don't love to throw, like, birthday parties. Oh, but I should, though, because then I can have other Sims age up with her. Although, maybe that won't really behoove us, because I can do some of, like, the townie kids. That's what I'll do. I'll do some of, like, the not households I'm going to play kids age up with her. So there are a few more teens around. Oh, John's awake. Let me see if he can, no, I assume she has to be awake. Is this not gonna wake her up? I was about to say, like, why are you... What kind of dog are you, Scout? He's gonna do it again. How's she supposed to sleep? Let's go drama. Okay, she unlocked the film and literature. Okay. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be able to get her grades up, but that's okay. Oh, I forgot we have money now, too. So we can put out John's rose bushes. And we can do other flowers, too. There's 5 colors. So the rose bushes around back, and then maybe some shrubs here at the front. I don't have any money, so we're gonna keep an eye on the rose bushes though. I feel like I should put something under them. Is that something I can do? Oh. Oh no, so that's like planting with seeds. I want to just have the rose bushes. I know they're kind of in the same order, but I don't know why I needed to do that, but I did. He's stuffing his face. John, that's gross. At some point, I'm hoping that he'll need to, cancel. That he'll need to, tend to those rose bushes. But who knows? Either way, I'm going to consider that kind of his garden, you know, as described in his biography. When Lucy and Jennifer get home, I'm going to throw Lucy a birthday party after I buy a dining table. We also don't have a phone, I just realized. Probably should have finished furnishing the house before I put the rose bushes out, but I felt like it was important to let everyone kind of have something that appeals to their biography in some way, you know? Oh, yeah. Is she, like, not doing well in school because she hasn't done any of her homework? Great. Literally the opposite of her goal. When does Jennifer get home? 4 p.m.? Just gotten threatened with a visit from the social worker. Ruh-roh. Let me get a phone so we'll be able to actually throw the party. I'm moving that in there because she's gonna age up in a minute. And I'm gonna keep most of her bedroom the same, but I thought it would be nice for a teen to not have a toy box in their room. So let's go. I really like this dining table. I know it's a little small. Let me just see some of the other options. I think it might be good to go with the longer table and then not have any chairs next to the door. I don't know if that's the one I want to go with. I kind of do want to go with that one because it has a cool vibe. And I want to make sure that I can get a birthday cake. I don't know if I'm gonna buy any other party decorations though, just because we don't have a whole lot of money. And we still don't have a living room. I feel like I should probably go couch here, TV there. I like the idea of this sofa. Let's see how the TV works out. We can't afford one. We can leave the couch. It's okay to have the couch. Let me call. Throw party, throw birthday party. List of neighbors, birthday party list. Well, let's invite all the Pleasants. Not really friends with anyone else, so we'll invite the Pleasants. I have to wait for the party timer. And then, okay, well, Mary Sue went right into our fridge, so I guess I'm gonna serve some spaghetti if people are hungry. Is she the only one that came? Actually, so rude. Okay, maybe John will answer the phone. Oh, she aged up. Shoot, I didn't do the timing right. Okay, she likes cooking. So it said that she's trouble. I found somebody's. Okay, I want a simpler version. I don't know her zodiac, so I can't do the zodiac method. I mean, I can look it up on the wiki. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, let me Lucy Burb, Sims 2. I just want to know what her aspiration or what her zodiac is. She's a Cancer. And on this chart, Cancer is family. Do I think that suits her? You know what? Maybe we will base it on what her shortcoming as a child apparently was. And she didn't have a whole lot of fun as a kid. She needed some fun. So I think we're going to pick the pleasure aspiration. And I can age up these two kids that she knows. Lucy grew up poorly. No, sorry, I'm a little busy. Okay, let's sell the cake since she's... Okay, couldn't sell the cake. Oh, I didn't mean to clean that up. I meant to put leftovers away. Okay, I do want to give her a makeover, but we don't have any money right now. Can still try to get an A+ on the report card as a teen. Pleasure is 50 dream dates. So I think I'm going to let go of the report card want. Okay, I want to see where she got that dress. Is it your formal wear? Is it your formal wear? Are you going to change? That was weird. PJs, I like that. Those are fine. That's also fine. Could be better. Could be better. So I'm gonna change her appearance because I want to give her a slightly different hairstyle. And then, oh, I don't think either of her parents are gonna work this weekend, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't know there was custom stuff to access. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. This mirror's fancy. Okay. So she had her hair like this. And as a kid, she kind of had a little, like, bun situation as well. Let me see if there's... I feel like I want to go for this. And then I do want to kind of let her hair down in some of the other styles. That one I think is fine, and that is also fine. But I am going to want to change up her style a little bit. She wore lots of pink as a kid. Or no, she was wearing yellow, and I made her room very pink. I think she's actually very pretty even without makeup. So, does she work tomorrow? She does. So, when her mom gets, oh, he wants to sell a great novel. I'm gonna mark that for him because he seems like a homebody kind of guy right now. Okay, before you go to bed, I'm gonna need you to eat though. Or fall asleep in your toaster strudel. Okay, I'm gonna wake her up. No, nobody's available to talk. Ooh, she ate something stink. So Jennifer's gonna go to work. And we're gonna try to get this one to fill up some of her needs so that we can go shopping later and change some of her outfits. Okay, I don't know if he has to tend to the rose bushes, but I like the idea that maybe those are his rose bushes that he planted. I guess I'm gonna have him work on that novel now. He does like the nature activity. I will need to get him some plants that he can actually like I don't know what these plot elements mean. Let's just go birds, bugs, fish, flowers, cat. And then I want the title to be like fun. Or not the title, but or just normal, whatever. Learning your management, learn couples counseling. I don't think he needs to do either of those to be totally honest. I mean, he could, but I don't think he needs to. Okay, she woke up from a bad dream. Let's get some... I think her voice is still broken. I want to let John finish his novel. You know? But she needs to work on the social and the fun skill. So I'm gonna have him go over here. Okay, I told you to chat with people so that you could work on 2 skills at once. Okay, I don't want it to get too late. I'm gonna take Jennifer. We have to make sure not to miss the taxi. Blue Water Village. Cover Me Clothing is where we want to go. So this is gonna steal a little bit of our time, because when we get back, it's gonna be exactly the time it was that we left. Okay, buy every day. So we've got a strong contender with this yellow shirt. But I want to see if there's any yellow full outfits reminiscent of her childhood outfit. And in my head, I think there is. Ooh, but I was wrong. Okay, so the yellow shirt's a strong contender. Let's see what we can do on the bottoms. I don't think that's totally sitting all the way right with me. I wish I could zoom in. I desperately wish I could zoom in. Let me see if there's a different yellow top that might behoove her more. I think I'm onto something. She's really a girly pop. And I don't know if any of these outfits are really... I mean, that one kind of, but I don't know if that necessarily is the vibe. I didn't go all the way to the back. I think this might be the closest to the vibe we're gonna get. Ooh, just spent 400 simoleons. Let's see if we can still get her a different formal wear. I never saw her formal wear as a child, so I will be basing it off of her everyday wear. 400. Okay. Oops. We're gonna buy gym clothes instead. I guess her gym clothes are fine. Maybe the outerwear is the one that I really have beef with. I really want her to be a girly pop. 300. Okay, so we need like 500 more simoleons. I don't think we're going to be able to get those 500 more simoleons unless John sells that novel by Monday 8 a.m. Oh, where am I? Okay. So, she rolled new wants. Not gonna do any of those. You don't work tomorrow. Oh, Jennifer does work tomorrow. There's some chance. Oh, but she needs a family friend. And it's kind of too late to get one right now. But, I mean, she doesn't need to get promoted. We just need to make money. Have John get back to his novel while everybody else just kind of enjoys their time. What are you trying to do? You're trying to use the computer? Why don't you read a book? Or do you still need to work on the social skill? She needs to finish that novel so that she can work on her fun and social. And also so that we can get more outfits. Don't go to sleep without eating, you'll die. Who is this person? Madeline Mace. So he's also unlocked the film and literature special lot. But he's not really interested in that one, so I don't think I'm going to have him go. Wait before you go to bed. Just buy a handheld game, asks Sim on a date. Oh, she wants to have 50 dream dates, so I guess we're gonna mark that one as something we want to do. That might wait until college, though. I think I'm gonna have her go to college unless she does so terribly in school that she can't. You know? Just because, like... It's a great socializing experience. Okay, I really need her to interact with people. I might have her, like, call a friend or something. Don't kick the trash can. Oh, she did it. Lucy. I'm gonna have her, like, try to befriend someone. Maybe Laura is the first friend she made. Are you working on your novel? No, because why would you be doing something helpful? Oh? Did you not finish your novel? Jennifer got promoted, but she doesn't have any family friends. Weird. Okay. So, I'm going to call a taxi. I'm going to take Jennifer again since it's her money that we're spending. I'm thinking based on how long it has taken me to get to Monday, we might do one family per stream going forward. Miss Ma'am, get in the taxi. Sometimes maybe longer, potentially. I'm thinking one for today, maybe. Because it was kind of good to, like, start with the Burbs and not really get into the scripted events yet. We're getting this yellow one. And then said girly pop, right? I think the other ones I determined I don't really need to change, so I am gonna have them go home. And now we can kind of, I guess, really buckle into probably John's novel. Oh, I need to buckle into Lucy's homework is what I need to do. How are your needs? Except your needs are trash already. Okay, we have to name the book. Oh, I don't want to name it. I'm gonna go Adventures in Nature. Sell a great novel. When will I find out? Okay, his novel was terrible. I don't know if I'm gonna try again. Just 'cause... What's happening here? What's happening here? What are you delivering? Oh, my book. How can I delete this? So I don't want it to exist. Okay, you're awake now. Is it because... No, it's because your father's making noise. Let me get a TV so that maybe everybody will leave Lucy's room alone. I'd like to get that one. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I do want to get like this little itty bitty one, because A, it matches the bookshelf that I got, and B, it doesn't like completely divide the two rooms. And I can maybe also get us a video gaming system with it, so that if John wants to play video games, he can do so out here, so that she can sleep in her room and not her parents' room. Let me also sell that. Let me get leftovers. Who's calling us at 8:30 p.m.? I'm not answering. None of my business. No, we're not subscribing to a magazine. Must you? Yeah, that's right. Ground her. John? Let her sleep in her bed. Didn't she just use the bathroom? Oh, it's because that's the wrong sim. I guess you're awake now. I'm thinking that I'm saving that vacation for maybe after Lucy goes to college, potentially. I might end up having more households than I necessarily know what to do. Stop, stop, stop. She's sleeping. Okay. What was your thing that you were interested in? It was music and dance. Maybe we can move the phone like here. And then we can put that there. No, no. The whole point of me, no. I keep forgetting that the bookshelf is in there. Stop. She's sleeping. Stop. I'm so serious. I'm gonna send you back to bed if you can't be trusted. Music and dance. I guess maybe instead of... No, it doesn't just... You don't need this to be on if you're going to bed. Okay, that was a poor investment. Maybe I can get an instrument? We could put like an upright piano right here. Is that too much for this size of house? What's this, a violin? Guitar, drum set, bass. I don't know if I can actually really pursue that interest for you, Jennifer. Don't. Go back to sleep. Oh, we should get you a telescope or a chess set. I'm thinking chess set. I don't really want it to be like right under Lucy's bedroom window though. I'm gonna get rid of the video games just so I could put these out here. And the next time we have a little bit more money, I'll put the video games back. Why don't we practice at least until 8 a.m. 8 a.m. is when, okay, write novel, read a novel, talk about hobby. I'm gonna answer the phone, but at 8 a.m. I'm gonna save and probably find somebody to raid. You should be doing homework, Miss Thing. Except you're never having, stop. You're never having any fun. I don't think she's had fun like once the entire time that we've been playing in this household. Okay. I'm gonna save the game. Right here. And I'm gonna look for somebody to raid. Potentially somebody else playing The Sims. Potentially somebody else playing The Sims 2. There's somebody else who's playing the pre-made households. I think that's who I'm going to raid. Also, I like her name. It's Cats and Cappuccinos. Thank you for watching.